This is a Blender video tutorial, I guess. It's not much of a tutorial, but it's a video walkthrough of how I make a mini plug, sort of a jack mini plug like you'd find at the end of your headphones. And the reason I'm showing you this picture here is so you see who I am, if you don't know that already from my music stuff on YouTube. But to see my my newborn baby daughter, she's about 5 weeks old, and she's lying beside me in the bassinet, and very possibly will wake up and need to be attended to. So this might be a rather hectic video to do, but I am going to be trying to create this mini plug here, and we'll see how it goes. It might be start and stop as I take care of her. I'm in Blender 2.76 and I'm in front view ortho, and I've got this image here. I'm not going to be modeling against this image, I'm just going to use it as a reference. And despite my previous videos where I've done a lot of work with the screw modifier, which I'm very fond of, I'm going to just model this with the cylinders. And I'm going to be starting with this back piece right here. All right, so let me make sure that my screencast keys are on. And again, this is going to be somewhat of a beginner's tutorial. I'm not very advanced with Blender. All right, so I'm going to hit Shift A and bring in a cylinder. 32 sides is fine. And okay, I'm going to scale this to the Z a little bit. And go into edit mode here. And what I want to do, I want 1, 2, 3, I guess there's 5 little grooves there. So I am going to, I think I can put in 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 edge loops in there. And let me actually come back and see if I can get my madcap. I don't know why sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. I'll put on ambient occlusion. Maybe I have to put in one of my materials that I've got already and work with that. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, all right. So there we go, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be able to do it. So I'm going to go into wireframe mode and box select, and I want to select, I think, those, and I want to leave 2 spaces. Okay, what am I doing? This is what I want to be doing. Sorry about that. I'll leave 2 spaces on each side, right? Yeah, so let's do it like that. So go to here. Oh, let's get that better. So it's even on both sides, yep. So far so good. Yeah, it's been really busy with newborn. Like I said, about 5 weeks. Okay, more on that later. Okay, great. So we got that, and I'm going to hit E to extrude, and I want to scale, but not in the Z, so Shift Z, and I'm going to bring these all in. Something like that. Let's have a look at this and see if that worked out. Okay, it looks even, looks good. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I want to bevel these edges, but I'm going to apply scale and come into edge select, and this is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to select all these edges going around. I got to do it for everyone, so bear with me while I do this. And some of you may know that I'm a musician. I mean, I was a high school science teacher for 25 years, and I'm recently retired from that, although I still do tutoring, online Skype tutoring, and I create science videos and stuff, and some of them are on my YouTube channel or amateurish kind of stuff, but I do what I can to contribute. But I would call myself more of a singer-songwriter, but I don't have a lot of time for that now that I got a baby, and just when I have a little bit of time, I tend to do a bit of 3D. So, okay, so we're ready to go. So I'm going to go Control B, and I'm going to pull back a little bit, not too much. I'm going to roll my mouse up once, click to accept, come out of that, and that is what I wanted. Now, if I hit smoothing, I'm going to get that. So there's a couple of ways I can deal with this. I could click this button, normals, and choose an angle like say 35, and I'll get that. And that's good enough for what I want to do, I think. I don't think I'm going to have too many problems, but what I'll do is I'll come in here and let's see if I can put an edge loop and see if that clears things up a little bit. And let's see how it's going. Yeah, that looks okay to me. Okay, now, so that's this area. I'm going to save this and come to the bottom part here. I'm going to work on where that is. And I'm going to go into face select mode. And actually, no, before I do that, I want to bevel this edge a bit as well. Just a little. I'll put one division in there. I don't need to come out there. And I'm going to go into face select mode. And I'm going to inset reasonably far. And that's where maybe scale shifts just a little bit less than that. And then I'm going to hit E. And I'm going to bring this up like that. And then I'm going to hit E again. Scale, Shift Z to make it a bit smaller. And then I'm going to bring it out. So E one more time. Bring it out. I hope that's not too thick as the cord there. But I'll have that. And then we're not going to see this bottom part. Not really. But what I could do is I could maybe bevel this a bit. I mean, this would extend, right? But just to cap off the image, do that. Maybe bring an edge loop down there to clean that up. And maybe I could bevel this edge if I really wanted to. Although again, no one's really going to see that, but it might look a bit nicer here. It didn't make much of a difference, but I don't really care about that. Okay, so I'll save that. We're going to work our way up now. It looks like there is a bevel up here as well. So I'll pull that down. I'll put in a loop. And then I would grab this face and I'm going to extrude up and go off on an angle a little bit. First we'll just extrude up. E, and I'm going to come up in the Z direction. Okay, and this is about, I don't know, like half the distance of this, right? Roughly. So I'll go scale shift Z and we'll come out like that. And then I'm going to hit E and I'm going to come forward just a little bit before I start coming back in. And that's about the same distance. So E, and we're not being exact here or anything. And the scale shift Z will bring it in, and it's narrower, I think, than this, just by a little bit. So we would have that. Now let's stop there for a second. Now I want to put these things here, and yeah, I'm not going to count how many there are. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of loop cuts there. Face mode, and I'm going to skip the top one, but I'll grab, what am I doing? I'll grab that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. I'm just clicking on the line in between the polys and holding down Alt and Shift so I get all of them. And for this, I'm going to hit E to extrude, scale, Shift Z, and I'm going to pull them way in, like sort of like that. Okay, did I miss one? Oh, no, I got them all. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. As if the wire's on the inside there. Okay. Now, really, this stuff would look better beveled as well. In fact, this here will need to be beveled. In fact, maybe I'll grab all of them now and do them all together. I'll do that one as well. Control B, pull back. I'll just give it, I should give 2 segments. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, save it. I'm not worried about poly count or anything like that. Okay, great. So now I am coming up to this part here. And as I look at it, it almost looks like it went in a little bit too far, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, come back to face select mode, I'm going to do this black part here, so I'm just going to go E and extrude and pull it up. It looks like it goes a reasonable distance as well, maybe 2/3, if not the whole distance of that there, maybe even a bit more. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do that, and then it rounds off. So I think what I'll do an inset. I didn't want to lose that. Inset. Let's go back. Okay. Inset, I'll come in as if the wire comes out of there, right? So I think I might even extrude it in. Not that part's ever going to be seen, but let's go ahead and bevel this edge, and I'll make it nice and round. So I'll go around there, and I'll scroll my mouse up twice. I'll put an edge loop in there just to pull that up. And then I want to do the metal part, and I think to do that, I'll grab this piece, and I think I might make this a separate part of the model. So I'm going to go Shift D, P to make it its own selection. Come out and then just grab that, go into edit mode, select it, put a face on it, and go Scale Shift Z. I want to bring it out a little bit wider, which means that hole was useless there. Okay, and then I'm going to go E and bring it out a little bit. Okay, I'm making this little lip here. It's not going to be too big. And then I will inset quite small, reasonably small for this part. Okay, so E, and it's going to come out a lot because I'm going to be doing these black parts here. All right, so how far do I want this? I want this somewhere around there, and then this is, again, is not going to be exact. I'm going to be putting one there, and I'm going to be putting another one. That's fine there. That's fine. Okay, and in face mode, let's grab all of these. Actually, let's make sure all my polys are facing the right way. Yeah, I guess they are. Okay, so that one and that one, is that right? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to E, Scale Shift Z, just pull them in. That's good. I'll go back and I'll do some work on this in a bit. So I'll have those, and then it comes to the end there, so it's not quite that far. Okay, right there after that, and then there's a bevel, which I'll get to in a bit. So I'll inset this just a little bit. Is that too much? Scale Shift Z, maybe it was too much. And then I'm going to go E, and I'm going to come up. And this one comes outwards a little bit. So Scale Shift Z, outwards a little bit. And then extrude just forward just a bit. All right, just so it's not a sharp thing. And then I'm going to do this part at the very end there. So E, I'll bring it out. Not too much this time, maybe about, I don't know, 1/3 of that distance. Scale Shift Z, I'll bring it down quite a bit. And hopefully this part's not going to be too problematic. I'll come a bit more. Okay, well, we can touch this up if need be. I want to come back now. I'll save it in edge mode and put some more bevels on this. Control B. I'll just put one there. And then for these as well, pull down. Now I might be going over one of my lines there, but we'll check that and see if it's okay. Let's just have a quick look at this. I mean, I could smooth this. I'll have to do some work on this. That's okay for the moment. Okay. Let's do the same thing on this. And I'll probably put another edge loop in there. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Oops. Control B. One, yeah. Control B. Put 2 in here. And this one as well. Okay, I'll put 2 in there. All right. Okay, so let's, I'll come back in here, and I think I need edge loops just to tighten this all up. Oops. Just like that. Yep, it's going good. Not sure about this one. We'll put one down there anyhow. Let's have a look at that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. You know, what would happen if I did one up there as well? Looks a bit nicer. Hopefully that doesn't cause stretching and stuff. Okay, with that being the case, I just want to have a look at this. What have I done? I don't know, did I need one down here? Did I already put one there? I have an extra one? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it comes in on a little bit of an angle, which is a little bit weird, but we're not going to see it. So I have on this layer a plane and a camera. So I'm going to grab all this stuff, and I'm going to move it back to my first layer. Okay, and then I'm going to take these, and I'm going to rotate X90. Bring it up a little bit and shrink it down. Okay, let's bring her down. Let's have a look through the camera. Okay, that's not the way I want it to be. Rotate Z, and we'll come out a bit. Position this, something like that. Let's just make sure we got materials here. Metal, and this one is the black. Let's just have a look. I don't even know my light's pointing at it. Yeah. It's a real simple scene. I only have actually one light in there. So just okay, so and that's basically what we would have. So I want to look at this edge and see if I could put another bevel on there. Oh yes, and I need to put the color in there. I always forget that. All right, let's go to camera view. I don't want to lose that. Let's go in here and. In there. Do I need to? Did I miss a row at all? Yeah, I think maybe I need that. I need that row as well. I'm having trouble getting it. What am I doing wrong? Oh, you're not serious, are you? Do I have subdivisions? No, I don't have a subdivision surface on there. Okay, that's good. This one is tighter. Looks okay though. No, that's not what I want. Well, there has to be an easier way. There we go. I don't want to be here all day doing this with you. Okay, good. Okay, so I got that, and what did I want to do? Yeah, I want to look at this. leave it. Leave it. It's already got a bevel. It's fine. Okay, back to camera view. Yeah, I can see it right there too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and render this, and we'll come back and I'll show you the final render. All right. And this is my final render for the mini plug. Again, I only used one light, and I just wanted to show you quickly how it turned out. So I think it looks relatively nice. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.